By completing the square, you can solve quadratic equations that cannot be solved by factoring. Take note, key concept, solving an equation by completing the square. Step 1. Rewrite the equation in the form x squared plus bx equals c. To do this, get all terms with the variable on one side of the equation and the constant on the other side. Divide all the terms of the equation by the coefficient of x squared if it's not 1. Step 2. Complete the square by adding b over 2 squared to each side of the equation. Step 3. Factor the trinomial. Step 4. Find square roots. Step 5. Solve for x. Problem 5. Solving by completing the square. What is the solution of 3x squared minus 12x plus 6 equals 0? We'll start by rewriting the equation, and then rewrite or rearrange, getting all the terms with x on one side of the equation, and all the constants on the other side of the equation. Now we'll divide each side by 3, the coefficient of our quadratic term, 3x squared, in order to get x squared by itself, or having a coefficient of 1. This simplifies to x squared minus 4x equals negative 2. Now we need to find b over 2 squared in order to complete the square with the expression on the left. X squared minus 4x, b is our coefficient of x, negative 4. Negative 4 over 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. So b over 2 squared is 4. We'll add 4, but not just to the left-hand side of the equation. We must also add it to the right-hand side of the equation. We complete the square on the left, forming a perfect square trinomial, and on the right, we're adding a constant to another constant, so those terms combine, and we can factor the trinomial on the left as x minus 2, the binomial, squared, equals, on the right, 2. Now we'll take the square root of each side. X minus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 2, and add 2 to each side to isolate x. X equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 2. Check your results on your calculator. Replace x in the original equation with 2 plus the square root of 2 and with 2 minus the square root of 2. It checks out. Your turn. What is the solution of 2x squared minus x plus 3 equals x plus 9?